Hey everybody, I did a really poor job of setting up class today, so I'm going to offer these videos to keep me from talking too long. I only have 3 minutes, so here we go. I'm going to talk really fast. K column, KWL people, all right? KWL people. I expect some organization here. Notice that the question, the K column, asks you to gather your thoughts about what you are being asked to learn and how you're being asked to show it. So the very first question that I have in here, I've already answered these to save myself a little bit of time. Very first question, what knowledge am I expected to gain? Well, you should have an idea, okay? You should have a goal in mind. And that goal comes from two places. If you go to the modules, what are we doing this week? And groups. So if you click on that, I've given you our EQ. So what are we doing? We're reading the Alice in Wonderland in order to answer our essential question. And our essential question is, how does literature tell the story of an individual and society's growth? So as we're reading, we need to figure out the value of Alice in Wonderland to a society, to an individual, okay? I know that's pretty generic, but like it's big picture stuff, okay? At the very beginning, this is what we're looking for. What knowledge am I expected to gain? Knowledge to answer our EQ. It's right here. How does literature tell the story of an individual and society's growth? This story was written in like 1850 or something like that. Why are we still reading it 170 years later? It's valuable. It's valuable to society. Okay, what's the value? Why is it important? Why is it significant? That's the information we're trying to read, trying to get from Alice in Wonderland. All right, next. Once I gain the knowledge of the text, what skill am I expected to demonstrate? Again, here in our itinerary, I have our focus skill, to analyze. All right, and so you go back over here and you type in to analyze, to do an analysis. You know, there's verb and noun form of a bunch of different words. Analyze or analysis, I don't care, that's fine. How do I analyze? This is a little bit trickier. It's going to take some time. Short answer, establish the facts, interpret them, and then look at the big picture. All right, that's the vocab and grammar sheet. That's the quick answer. The longer, more satisfying answer is it's a process, and it's going to take a little bit of time to learn. So I wrote down here, this will require a little bit of research. I'm going to give some of that to you. I'm going to expect you to find some of it. We'll talk more later. What modules help me? I told you I put it in two different places. I put the same information in two different places. One is the itinerary, January 4th. The second one is in the groups. I just copy and pasted. Organizational information to include in your KWL. It's right there in the group activity in our modules. Okay? What do I know about the text before reading it? I have not set this up well. By the time you see this video, I've probably given you more information to answer this question. But I just reiterated, why are we still reading this story 150 years later? And hopefully you'll have a little bit more information if I set this unit up better by the time you see this tomorrow. And then finally, how do I know if I'm doing my work correctly? Well, that comes from organization. Do you know that there is a rubric? There isn't yet. I'll have it by the end of the week. But that's one way, okay? You at least know that I make rubrics, and you at least know at some point in time to check in with them. 2, look at the directions. Did you follow the directions? Do you know that there are directions? Did you know that I said point blank, here's the information you put on your KWL? You know, part of this is on you. Just tuning in, following along, and paying attention. Whoops. Yeah, here we go. And then 3, check the information in the modules. I give a lot of reading. I actually expect you to do the reading. And a lot of times just doing the reading will answer a lot of your questions, and it'll solve a lot of the confusion that you have about the work. I know this sounds basic. I cannot tell you how many times students get on to me about work being confusing because they haven't done the reading. I don't know how to answer question number 1. Well, question 1 is a reading comprehension question. Have you done the reading? No. Come on. Help yourself out. Do the reading. Okay, and then I don't know why that says F. It should say 4. And then number 4, every once in a while, I'm going to take all the KWL people, I'm going to put you in a group. And I'm going to take all the the vocab and the grammar worksheet, and I'm going to put them in a group. And then I'm going to take all the artists, and I'm going to take all the plot diagram people, and